People that are advertising and wondering why it's not working could be, not always, could be bad optimization. And there's a lot of things in the optimization. We'll cover that here in a second. Here we are going back to the data again, too. This is why we love looking at the data. We got someone that was scrolling. We got someone to stop and click. That is like number one. Okay, we look at that. The second thing is now we're looking at, okay, how many people clicked? Let's say we have 100 people clicked and only one person bought. That's still a 1% conversion, which is actually okay. Do we want a 2%? Do we want a 3%? Yes, we do. Okay. And can we get there? Yeah, we can. It's going to take some work though, because then we have to ask ourselves, okay, let's say 100 people click, but no one bought. There's something broken. And what I mean by that is you're probably showing up for a keyword that is not relevant. Okay. Something too broad. And that's why we want to go on the back end of our ads. And again, we talk about that inside the guide. We talk about that in our Ads Accelerator workshop that we have, but we're really looking at that data. Okay. And when we look at that data, it tells us the story. And a lot of times it's going to have to do with the optimization. It could be your image. Maybe it's going to be your description, because in there, you don't explain exactly what it is that they're looking for. Maybe there's a certain element that's you have, but you don't say what it is. Or maybe you don't offer personalization and they wanted personalization. Okay. But they clicked in, they're like, oh, darn it, they don't do personalization. Sorry, I don't want it. Okay. So that's the things that we have to look at is the optimization side. This other stuff, like your image, is probably one of the number one things to actually get a viewer to click. We can get views almost immediately, but it's getting the click that really counts. And then once we get the click, we've paid for that now. Because remember, we only pay if someone clicks. Let's say that we paid 30 cents for that click. Okay, great. So now we have to figure out, how do we get that click to turn into a sale? And that's kind of how we're looking at the data. We're looking at these different areas. One huge thing that people can probably fix, and this is something you want to look at, is your image, your main image. We just did a Etsy shop audit, and we showed, actually, I take that back. We did it, but we haven't aired it yet. So depending on when you're watching this, we did it with our Backstage Pass Club, and we did an Etsy ads audit, and we found out that she was getting clicks. Okay. She was getting clicks, but she wasn't getting sales. She was getting some. It was low. And then we went and we did exactly what we're saying. We looked at the image, we looked at the other things, but immediately the image, I was like, wait a minute here. These people are clicking over, but they might think that they're getting this color when in actuality, it's not. I'll give you what it was. It was a sticker. So someone's selling a sticker. So stay with me here for a second. You're selling a sticker. It's white. Okay. And it's going to go on the back of a car. Well, maybe when you print out your sticker, the background of the sticker that you're going to peel off of is a color. Let's say it's blue, a light blue. That was the main image. So now people are clicking maybe, and they're like, oh, they don't offer any other colors. It just comes in that blue, but it doesn't come in blue at all. It's a white sticker, but you wouldn't know that. So our advice was get rid of that image, zoom in on the back of a car of it actually stuck to the back of the car, not showing it what it looks like coming out of the printer. But that right there could be a huge turnaround for these Etsy ads. Now we're going to check in with her and see how it's performing in a month or so. But that right there was pretty obvious. And you can see why that could make someone click, but then go, oh, I don't want it in that light blue. That's all it comes in, even though it doesn't come in blue at all. It's a white sticker on top of that paper or that waxy kind of paper that you peel it off of or from. So optimization is big. Images, keywords. The other one is on optimization is your keywords. We just did another Etsy shop audit. That one did air, by the way. It's on the YouTube channel. It's under in the playlist, Etsy shop audits. If you actually want to be part of our Backstage Pass Club, by the way, I'll give a little plug here. We're going to meet here in another week and a half. I think we're going to do another 2 or 3 Etsy shop audits, but we record these beforehand and then we air them weeks or months later. So if you want to be part of that, you can go to brandcreators.com/club, or if you're on YouTube, you can just click join next to the subscribe button and you can do that. You can hang out with us under $10 too, by the way. What I was saying there is like, We just did one for another shop, and immediately we saw that her Etsy ads, they weren't performing as well as they should be as far as even getting views. Why? Wrong keywords. So now we started to kind of go dig for these keywords that would bring more eyeballs of the right people. So sometimes you're just targeting the wrong keywords. And then what you have to do there is you have to take those keywords that you found and you need to start putting them into your listing. You need to start optimizing for those keywords. And then Etsy will show your product to those types of people.